Hey boys and girls, I know you've been waiting for this all year. Christ has died, Christ is risen, Hannah Montana will come again. That's what she said. Love you, bitch. I whip it out whenever I can. I don't know what that means. What the fuck? I'm a social. I had to have it. What the fuck? The movie opens with Miley Stewart, played by Miley Cyrus, late for her own concert as Hannah Montana. Confused yet? The movie crowd is so excited and loud, and many are in Hannah Montana wigs and not the cute ones like Miley gets now, the $2 kind you get at the grocery store. Father Bobby Ray Stewart is played by real-life father Billy Ray Cyrus, and he tells her it's you're not to do dishes, you could be a star, but you gotta do dishes. The opening song is the best of both worlds. The kids are singing, I'm singing, popcorn singing, we're having so much fun. I didn't realize that her double life was such top secret. I've only seen 4 episodes, so I just thought she was playing a little game of hide and go Hannah. Vanessa Williams plays her publicist Vita, doing a slightly less scary Wilhelmina Slater, though away from the kind, ugly Betty lighting. It's still pretty scary. Vita tells Miley that Beyonce has the stomach flu and Hannah gets to go do the New York Music Awards. But Miley has a family party in Tennessee, so what kind of person does Miley want to be? The kind who's a good friend, daughter, and sister, or the kind who has catfights with Tyra? Don't you know who I am banks over a pair of 6.5 shoes? It's always about shoes in these female movies. Miley and Willa Vita run out of the store before Tyra takes her earrings off, and she rushes to her best friend Lily's Sweet 16 party. Lily, who's played by Emily Joel Osment, and according to Miley's book, they were not friends IRL until they filmed this movie. So this movie brought them together, so don't think it's pointless. This movie created friendships that didn't exist. She showed up as Hannah, not Miley, and Lily said, "You will never make this up to me." Why does Lily care as long as she's there? It's like if your brother's a drag queen, you should accept him for who he is and not who he dresses as. And if Hannah was not supposed to be there, why is she singing Let's Get Crazy with backup dancers? Lily was so mad, and she told a reporter where Hannah Montana was from in Tennessee, Cully's Corner. It's just like it sounds. Meanwhile, Hannah versus Tyra is all over the news and the catalyst for the entire movie. To punish her, Daddy Ray Cyrus pulled over their private jet and did a switcheroo, Tennessee for Grandma's party, and it's a 2-week timeout for Hannah detox. Miley is not having it, and she goes and sits next to a horse who snatches that weave right off her head. And 2 babies in the theater start crying. Who brings a baby to a movie, says the grown man with a laptop in the 3rd row. Then Miley gets thrown off her hearse, first Tyra, then this, and that's when she does her slow motion turnaround that's in the preview. I love that part. Suddenly an unknown boy lassos the runaway horse. "It's me, Travis Brody. We were in the 1st grade together. We got poison oak together." He makes Miley look like Julia Roberts. He's so stiff, and not in the fun way. Notice he's very blonde, so not to be confused with a Jonas brother. To grandmother's house they go, and dear God, why is Rascal Fats there? Now I start crying. I feel you, babies. This is bullshit. And then Miley has her first tough acting challenge. She has to pretend to not know how to sing a jig with the boys, and she stands there and says, "I want my life back, Dad. Sorry." Shazam! There's Jen from The Office. I wish she would sing. Then more hijinks as Billy Ray breaks all Grandma's special plates. The kids love that part. The crowd goes crazy laughing. And then he hits the Elvis plate on a lighting fixture and it breaks. And I can smell urine. Surely someone in the crowd has peed. We're all laughing so hard. But the mood changes quickly. There's a picture of Miley's dead mother, Brooke Shields. Did she get an appearance fee for being in a frame? It's gotta pay better than Lipstick Jungle. Snap! Then Rascal Fats starts singing again, and the kids are crying again. Come on, break another plate, Billy Ray. Snap him out of it. More animal fun as her brother Jackson does a skit with Tammy Wynette and gets attacked by an alligator. The scene seemed like an excuse to give the man-child a scene. Miley then bursts out the guitar to work on a new jam, and Travis says, "You actually have a nice voice, but it doesn't tell me anything about you. Life's a climb, but the view's great." Okay, Forrest Grump. So he takes her to show all she's been missing: waterfalls, horse riding, pulling a roof off a barn, and then he goes in for a kiss, and she takes her wet shirt and flicks his crotch. I'm Hannah Montana. I don't make roosters out of scrap metal, but thanks. My favorite scene is probably the hoedown throwdown. Boom, boom, clap to clap to clap. Miley goes up there, and she's like, "I can't sing a Hannah Montana song, so I better just make some strange noises, and these hicks will love it. Pop it, lock it, polka dot it." This hoe is a fundraiser to save their meadow from becoming a mall, and Travis yells, "Miley knows Hannah Montana. We can get her to perform and make lots of money." And there we go, big conflict. If she's Hannah and raises money, they could save the meadows. So her BF Lily arrives and pretends to be Hannah, and they get in a snapping fight, and blah blah blah. They forgive each other, and it quickly gets PG-13 with Jan from The Office rubbing Hannah Lily's feet because she only flies west to east. And then Billy Ray and Jan almost kiss, and Lily snored, and Jackson got a pumpkin on his head. It was like Billy Ray and the plate all over again. Big laughs. Miley, not realizing she's way cuter without her tranny wig, tries to flirt with Travis's Hannah, and he says, I'm not into that fancy stuff. I still want to climb Miley. He finally asks Miley on a date for dinner, but it's the same night she needs to be at the mayor's dinner as Hannah. The movie really picks up and lots of running back and forth and changing clothes and lobster jokes, and Jackson gets attacked by a ferret, and who's that creepy dark-haired cousin Jackson's dating bestiality with? And there's a squirrel and a flaming Tennessee dessert. It's a disaster. Travis sees her in a revolving door and he says, we're done. So Miley's crying right away. Boo-hoo, I can act. I don't know why this boy feels like he's made a fool. You get 2 girls for the price of one, and one made 40 mil last year. Then Miley sings a song about butterflies. This movie is like Miley's bottom teeth all over the place. The theme of the film, Life's to Climb. Like painting a chicken coop, or doing a concert, or getting your dead mom's necklace from your grandmother who is proud, or falling in love with yourself. The big final scene, Miley goes on stage and sings and sobs, says, I can't do this anymore. I love being Hannah, but I can't do it anymore. And she rips off the wig. This is my home. I'm just being Miley. Question, if she's done singing, then why does that guy walk out and place a microphone in front of her? Because it's time to sing the number she's been working on the whole movie and her whole life. It's the climb. I turned around and all the kids were waving and swaying, and some were crying, some because of the movie, others for personal reasons. And the home crowd starts screaming at her, put the wig back on, you'll never have a normal life, we'll keep your secret. And the crowd chants, Hannah, Hannah, and the movie theater chants, Hannah, Hannah. And then she gets knocked up by a 20-year-old ferret and run over by an alligator. What the bog? Sorry, I'm not spoiling the end just because I spoiled an hour and 35 minutes of a 1 hour and 42-minute movie. I loved it. I think they did a great job. And for Hannah fans, it'll be very enjoyable. Congrats on the big box office opening. Poor Jackson had such dumb bits, and those 2 Rico kids had one scene. It was terrible. Miley did great. Leave a comment what you thought of the movie and my recap. Thanks to Flying Brad 4, who left his comment review. The Hannah Montana movie was so bad it screwed me over so my ass hurts. Well, you weren't supposed to sit on it, Brad. That's what he said. You can change your hair, you can change your clothes, but you'll always find the way home.